Well, hello YouTube world. My name is Mark and I'm hopefully going to help you save a bunch of money. I have a 2011 Town & Country. It covers many years and they're known for fuel pump issues. And it's not actually the fuel pump. So this could save you a bunch of money in pretty much any skill level. I would feel confident that you could do this just as long as you have what I would consider one or two simple tools. So it's not actually the fuel pump. This is what happens. You get in here and start it, or attempt it. It may actually start this time because I just actually went through this setup and it worked. It'll probably start and turn off. All right, there it is, turn off. Normally what it would do, it just keeps trying to crank. Typical of what it would seem like if it was the fuel pump. Okay, no issue there. We got that all figured out. So what I figured out is behind here, behind your fuses, the board behind here goes bad. It's not cheap to replace, not easy to replace, but this here anybody could do. So I marked these with Sharpie. This one here is one of your fuel pump fuses, and that is M25, I believe, up on the diagram, which is right up on the cover here. See if I can get in here. It's right here. Yeah, M25. Boom. Well, that moved around quick. Okay, M25. Oh, initially, what I did is I ran it to this one here, which is an M7 right here. And what that controls is it controls your rear power outlet, which, let's face it, most of us don't use the cigarette lighter style outlet anymore anyhow, other than to maybe plug in your phone into one of the adapters. So that one there I went to initially and it worked great. It worked fine. You have, and this is what other people don't show, and pull this out, there's 3 positions for this one. On the right hand side, it's battery power. So if it's in there, that could be on all the time. This one here, this is where we're going to end up going. But this one here, which is your auxiliary power for the back, that would be off for battery power. They set it up 2 ways. This is ignition power. Worked great. I initially put it there. We are in Michigan and it's chilly, so I wanted to be able to use the auto start. So I went on a quest to find which ones work. This one here, great question which one it is, because I did not figure this part out yet. It is M14. Right there, second one, Sharpie mark. Here, let me back out. Sharpie mark, M14, M25. This is your power block for the actual fuel pump. What I did is I went to AutoZone near me, AutoZone O'Reilly's, any of the auto parts stores should have these. I bought 2 of these. They're bus taps. So what it allows you to do is it allows you to run an additional fuse across here that you could do. This will plug in where the fuse is. The bottom one is for an additional fuse. If you use that one, you will not get link across the cable. You have to put your fuses into the top one. So I'm gonna go over here and pull out the 2 that I had marked with Sharpie and attempt not to drop them here. And I'm gonna put this one in here. I'll pull back here in just a second. This one's gonna go in here. Make sure it's pushed in good. This one's gonna go also in the top one. Make sure it's pushed in good. So you're gonna have 2 systems. This comes in 2 separate halves, and it comes with what they call a butt splice connector on it, on each one. You can cut one off, use that butt splice connector in a simple pair of crimp tools to crimp that together. You can get those really cheap if you're just buying it for just this fix. Probably, I would say $10 or so, if that. I soldered mine and used shrink tubing just because I do a lot of electrical work and I happen to have this stuff and I feel a lot better about it. So 2 of those, you're going to come over here and you're going to plug one of them into, and you have to end up putting it in the direction where it'll fit. One of it will go into there. Let's see which way I can wrap this around here to make this kind of, I like to try making my stuff as neat as I can, and I may not have many choices on this. So I'm gonna I'm gonna bring it around like that, just kind of tucking it in here. This is sealed, so the butt splice connector should be fine. Although, like I said, I like to use my proper tools for the proper job, so I soldered mine just for longevity purposes. Like I said, this is just a spare vehicle for us. We let everybody borrow it that needs a car, or when we have a situation where we need a spare vehicle for something, so it doesn't get driven a whole lot, you know. This here doesn't allow this to work. Okay, I will show you. I think the key is still in here. So what this one goes to is, I use this one because it's the rear towing, or it's for towing package. So that comes on with the ignition. The other one comes on with the ignition too, but this one here turns on your lights, your parking lights and stuff for the trailer. So it also comes on with the ignition. And let's face it, I'm not going to be towing a trailer much, if at all, with this van, nor will anybody else. So that there is an easy fix for me. Like I said, the other one worked, but it would not work with the auto start because that rear plug does not come on when you hit the auto start, like the trailer lights do. So I just did a little bit of searching to find that. I hope this helps. It'll save you a ton of money by replacing this board, or taking it into a shop and have them diagnose the fact that, you know, who knows what we're dealing with people. It could be the fact that they're going to tell you that they replaced the fuel pump and all they did was fix that fuse board, or they could put in that jumper if you get an honest person. Stays running now. Things are good. Life is good. And I hope this saves you guys, like I said, a bunch of money, and you can do it yourself pretty much on any skill level. Thank you for watching. I guess like they say, please like and share. This is one of my first videos that I'm going to be doing. I end up working on a lot of vehicles for different people for the fun of it. It's therapeutic to me, and hope this works for you. Thanks.